How would you like to try something new, such as a spicy dish from the South or a sweet dessert from Brazil? How would you like to learn about foods from their parts of the world and learn to prepare them? Food varies depending on the culture, each with its own flavor and style. Today's guest will talk about her own experiences, her interests, and her ambitions for the future. The Humanities Communication Arts Department at Norwalk Community College presents The New Directors, a show that introduces you to television's future writers, directors, and personalities. And now, join our host, Andrew Moore, to meet the next new director.
Thank you for joining us for today's edition of The New Directors. All of the people involved with this program are students in the television production course and are directing, switching, controlling audio, operating cameras, and acting as talent for the first time today. The guests you are about to meet are students who, when not on camera, are behind the scenes working hard to bring this program to you with as few mistakes as possible. Each student will write and direct 4 different productions. This program will give them the chance to talk about themselves, the productions they have completed, and give you the chance to get to know them and watch their progress throughout the semester. Our guest today is a person who, when not, who is an NCC student in the film and TV production course, a journalism major, and a huge food lover. She has tried many different cuisines from various cultures and is inspired by her family's cooking. She hopes to have her own food and travel show someday. We would like you to meet our guest today, Jessica Murillo.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Jessica, we know that you are a journalism major and a food lover. How do you think you can incorporate your interests with your future career?
Well, I hope that someday I can have my own travel show. I've traveled my whole life within the United States and internationally. I'm fascinated by different cultures and I want to share my experiences with others. My mother's side of the family is from Brazil, so a large part of my childhood was there. I learned how to cook by watching my mother and watching my aunt in the kitchen. I'd love to travel to the Middle East and Asia to learn about their cultures and their cooking techniques. I also want to start my own food blog and write a cookbook about the foods that I love. I like to cook in my spare time and try to conjure up new dishes, breakfast foods such as waffles, muffins, and are some of my favorite things to prepare. I like to take pictures of the meals that I eat so that I can remember the types of food that I've tried. Whenever I eat something at a restaurant that I think is delicious, I try to guess the ingredients to cook it at home for myself. I've tried many foods throughout my life, but my favorite is always dessert and ice cream.
Wow, that's very interesting. You've tried a lot of different things. Could you tell us why you decided to take the TV production course?
Well, I decided to take the course to build up experience in TV production. There are many different fields of work in the journalism industry, and TV production might be something that I want to get into. I've always been interested in learning about what goes on behind the scenes, and knowing about TV production is how everything works might come in handy someday.
Yeah. And what are some of the most useful things that you've learned in the TV production course?
Well, one of the most useful things that I've learned is in the TV production course is how to properly operate a camera. I also learned how to create effects with the camera, such as a rack focus and a poor man's dissolve. We learned about editing videos with Avid and how to put together scenes to make a short film. Then we had a hands-on experience in how live TV interviews I produced. I had no idea that so much work goes into TV production.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Like
It
you learned a
is.
lot. And can you tell us about the productions you created in this class, such as the Learning Project, the Action Sequence, the New England Seasonal Project, and the Orange Project?
Well, the Learning Project was the first sequence that I did, so I kept things simple. I used only one actor in 2 locations for this sequence, but a lot of detailed close-ups to show my action. In the end, my first sequence turned out to be one of my best. This here is my first learning project. This one was really easy. See a lot of detailed shots and close-ups. Well, on to my next one. In the action sequence, I had two actors meet with each other, and both came from different locations, as you can see here. I had to precisely time each scene just to make it look like the actors really bumped into each other to create a genuine reaction. You'll see it right here. There's a genuine reaction. This sequence was a bit more complicated to film than the others, but I feel like it came together nicely. For the New England seasonal project, I shot from many locations and throughout different times of the day. I wanted to capture the fall season at its best, so I went to places that I thought were ideal scenes, such as a pond. I even managed to shoot a few scenes from my backyard, like right here. This is from my living room, and areas around my house. That's my backyard. My orange project is currently a work in progress, but I can tell you a little bit about it. The story is about someone who finds an orange to eat but becomes distracted and loses the orange. Where the orange ends up next will surprise viewers and lead to a comedic twist. It should be really good, I hope.
Well, all your projects look like you did a great job.
Thank you.
Now I know you had one project that you felt was your best. Can you tell us about it while we watch it with music that you selected?
Yep. Well, I think that my best project was The Fall in New England because I got to put all of my creativity into it. I feel like I captured some great shots of the natural environment, and the music that I selected to go with the fall project was intended to add feeling and emotion to the scenes that I shot, such as the rack focus. I never would have thought that I can get such great shots of nature in my own yard. At first I didn't know what to film, but then I just turned on the camera and filmed whatever I saw. Some of my favorite shots are the ones at the park near the pond. The area was very calm and quiet, which made it easier for me to concentrate on shooting, such as right here. The park was perfect for filming because I had no problems finding a great shot. This is, I think, one of my best.
You mentioned the variety of things you have learned in this course. What was the most interesting and important skill you learned, and how you put it to use?
Well, I recently bought myself a camera to record videos, but I had no idea how to use it. This course has taught me how to use a camera the right way and how to get a good shot. I learned how to create effects, such as how to frame an object and how depth of field can change a picture. I feel like the skills I learned will be useful when I travel. And I also think that it's good just to have an overall knowledge of video cameras.
Very true. Today we got to meet someone who shared with us her love of food, what she learned in the TV production course, and her hopes for the future. She hopes to use her skills both professionally and for fun. I would like to thank our guest, Jessica Murillo, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
We hope you will we hope you enjoyed meeting one of television's future directors, and we hope you will continue to join us each week to watch our progress. Thank you and good day.
This has been The New Directors with your host, Andrew Moore, directed by Evan Rapp. The New Directors is a Norwalk Community College student production.